This is Frank Rosaitis. This is my video submission for FTT 210, instructors Jack Hill. Today's date is actually the video was recorded on 10/11 and 10/12, 2025. The area is clear of any weapons and any ammunition. During this time, while I was working on this this project, I had all of my firearms and ammunition locked away, so the area was clear for me to work and without any issues. So, hope you enjoy the video, and we'll go from there. We're doing a sanding of the stock, marrying up the brass with the stock, make sure it's all smooth. I have a lot of work to do. Made some mistakes, obviously, in the beginning, so correct those and try to make it all pretty. So I'll start from here. I'll work my way down to the to the front, to the barrel. Um, so I'll go ahead and get started, show you a little bit, and then uh, check in from time to time, let's see my progress, and we'll go from there. All right. All right, so I did the bottom. I was able to get this all shaped together. I'm going to work on the top here. The top's a little bit more difficult because the brass is actually lower. I had to put all this filler in here to cover up all that big mistake I made. But as I shave everything down, the filler should disappear, most of it, anyways, and it should come out nice and smooth. Making sure that I keep in mind that I want to make sure that I keep both sides even all the way through, and we'll go from there. Uh, Using the rough side here to really dig into the wood and to uh, create my lines. And then once I get lower, I get down to the brass area, and then I'll go ahead and use my finer size, and of course some sandpaper to level it all out. But this is where I'm at right now. I'm going to keep on working on this, and I'll show you when I'm done. After this, then we'll move on up here um, to the trigger area, bottom and top, and then we'll move on to the barrel and everything else. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, so we just finished the butt end of the rifle. Sanded this all down, uh, brought it in, kind of leaving that line there because it just kind of looks cool. But brought all this in. It's all nice and smooth now. Hit my screws here and there, but a little black will fine. We'll fill that in. But if you see, even where I put the wood filler in, which obviously will be noticeable when I stain it, but still came out pretty decent. But all of it's all a little bit of roughness right here, but we'll get that knocked out real quick with some final sanding. But other than that, everything else looks good. Going to move on now to top of the barrel. This right here is actually pretty flat, except for right here. I'll hit this just a little bit, and then these are actually really nice, except for this side right here. I'll hit that side a little bit here. Other than that, then we'll move on to the tenons, or not to the tenons, but to the these holders, anyways. The sides will flatten out a little bit, or round them out a little bit, and then the front here we'll round that out too to give it a nice round look. But the biggest thing is going to be the top right here. It's a lot of wood to come down, so we'll get working on that, and let's get going on that and see how it does. And I'll show you here in a bit. Let's go ahead and actually, I'm going to move all this, and I'll get started showing you me starting, and then I'll go ahead and show you when I'm all done. I'm going to leave this. All right, we are going to stop right here for the night. So, just so you can see, went ahead and got that all down. Finish working on the rest of this tomorrow. I don't like any of the lines. Well, some of the lines are okay, but a lot of these lines I want to get nice and rounded. But the buttstock all done, all nice and smooth, everything joined together. So, all right, tomorrow we'll finish up with the rest of this trigger area. Just light the trigger area, but other than that, that's it for tonight. See you tomorrow morning, and we'll get the rest of it done. All right. It's Frank Rositas. Today's date is 10/12/25. We're continuing on with our muzzle loader. We're going to go ahead and finish filing this down, make it nice and smooth. There's still a little bit of a lip here, so we'll file this down. After we're done here, after we're done cleaning this area up, we're not going to look at shining the brass, but I just want to make sure the contacts are good. After we're done here, we'll move up to the barrel area. We'll make sure we get this all cleaned up and flattened out. Then we'll reverse the sides here, and we'll work again, starting from the back, working our way up. We're going to inlet a little bit more on the trigger assembly, make that a little bit flatter. It actually fit pretty well, but it does have a couple high points here and there, so we'll go ahead and get those inletted right, and then we'll finally put the final push on the trigger. After all that, then we'll move up to the forend. We're going to round off the sides here. I don't like the sharp side, so we'll give it a good little sanding and make it nice and even. And then, of course, the tip right below the brass there. We're going to go ahead and round off the tip of the forend, and that'll be it. So I'm going to go ahead and start here. See me do a little bit of work on it, and then we'll end up coming back when I am done. Show you the end product of this before we move on to here, and we'll do that to every section. We'll start it, you'll see a little bit, stop it, show you the end product before we move on to the next products. Okay, so see you in a bit. All right, so we finished the buttstock area. Just to show you where we're at. Everything's the brass is rough, obviously, because we need to. We'll shine that up later on, but cleaned it all up. Obviously, you see the filler that I put in, but everything is nice and smooth. Um, it really lays all together. So what we're going to do is we're going to move up to the barrel area. See, it's uneven, so we'll have to work on making sure that's all even across, and then get it down to where it's got a little catching right there. So we'll work on that. You'll see me start up with that again, and like I said, we'll start it. We'll start it, and then I'll show you the end product after we're done. All right, so here we are. We went ahead and flushed the trigger guard, so that is all flush and looks good. We taken care of the barrel area. That looks good. This has all been sanded flat, same as this side. Take out any high spots. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a break for a while, come back, and then we're going to go ahead and work on these areas here. Actually, just this area. Get it. I want to make it look um, nice and level. So um, work on this area, and then we'll work on the barrel, the forend, and the tip of the forend, and we will be done with this project. A lot of brass work to do, a lot of brass shining to do after, because uh, hitting the trigger pretty good, but it is what it is. Get all cleaned up, looks good after, and we'll be good. So take a break, and I'll see you guys in a minute, and we'll get started. All right, so cleaned it up here. Um, rounded out the corner here a little bit better. Just wanted to get everything to look nice and even. I know we're going to do some brass work later, but for right now, we're done with this rear thimble. And what we're going to do now, we're going to flip this sucker over, and we're going to get started. And I'm going to remove the barrel, and then we're going to clean up the lines, make sure they're straight. So to remove the barrel means we're going to have to remove the tenons that we set in place. And actually, I need to be on this side for this tenon. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the barrel. Once I'm done with that, I'll come back and I'll show you where we're gonna make sure this is all even, nice and clean. Make sure the inside the barrel bed is good, and then we'll move on to the tip, and we'll be done. All right, so take two on this. Little technical issue again, so still working on it. But what we did is I ran my sanding block across here, made sure everything was really nice and smooth, which it is. Went on the outside, made sure there's any wood spurs sticking out there. It's all been taken care of. So this is all now level. Clean up there. Small little cleanups. Places that we couldn't get to when the barrel was in place. But anyways, so yeah, this is all cleaned up here. I went ahead earlier in the last take, and I rounded off this front area to get rid of that 90-degree angle that I had right here. I just wired a nice round area. Just wanted to look nice and elegant, I guess. Um, but just kind of feathered it off the wood and rounded it off the corner, so it's no longer a 90-degree angle. It's now rounded edge. But that's pretty much it. That basically concludes the video submission for week 6. Again, to review what we did, we shaved down the wood. We did the woodwork on the butt area to fit the buttstock and the toe plate. Married those all together, so it's all nice, smooth, and it basically feels like it's all one. We did the trigger guard. We did the bedding of the barrel area. We also did the forward thimble or the rear thimble, and the top of the top rear where the barrel is connected via the barrel screw in that area, and also the striker area. That's all cleaned up. It's all flattened out, as well as the opposite side where the screws go in. So we got rid of any high points there. So all that's left is basically just to clean it up. Any type of other, things that annoy me. But other than that, everything else is done. We're going to go ahead and put it back together again. And that'll be it. So pretty much going to go ahead and get it back together again. But this will conclude all the woodwork that was required for week 6 and my video submission. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.